This is my vlog for the 19th of July, 2021, 2023. And I think it's like Wednesday, I can't remember, like 4. I got up at, like 7:30 this morning, 7 o'clock. I slept last night. I was tired because I was working all day in here, which made me tired because I was moving around and my back, was really sore and my feet were really sore because I'm not used to standing up and moving around. And I passed out, which made it so that I slept great last night, and I got up right at the sunrise and have been working on my house the whole time. It's extremely time consuming because I had to put together all of my electrical cables, and I couldn't remember how that was, and I think I think I have to buy another one for underneath where my TV is because I ran out of a hole, so maybe there was a different way that I configured it, I don't know. So yeah, I think I'll get on Amazon and order another power strip. So, I still haven't organized my garage, cleaned up my garage at all. Oh, and my bedroom is totally covered with stuff. This was just like months and months of backed up. Back here, I rewired everything and added the electrical cord for both computers. So that's cool. I think I found some extra ones. And yeah, I still have to. I had to clean up all of the ferret poop. There's a scraper around here somewhere that I have to find. I don't know where it is. I'll have to dig it up somewhere. And when I find it, I can then scrape up all the ferret poop that has gotten caked into the floor. I think I'm kind of sick right now. I've been sweating all day. You can't really tell, and I haven't been thinking clearly. And I have to. I have to eat a lot. And I think part of that was I wasn't eating enough, but I think I did. May have gotten sick off of ferret poop because, one thing that I didn't consider is that ferret poop, it dries and everything, which is great. But then after it dries, it then crumbles and turns into dust, and that's when it can get super dangerous. So, and I have shag rugs all over my room, and they were pooping and peeing all over my shag rug. So, I took the shag rugs and I put them in the machine and I washed them there. I saw on the tag that you're not supposed to dry them. I dried them there, but I'll put them back under the room, under my stuff at the door. Yeah. And then I swept and mopped and I don't know. I'll probably be working all day. I have this much more weed because I got $14 of weed yesterday, so it's cool that I have weed. I got 2 joints and broke them up. But yeah, once I run out of weed, I'm going to not buy anymore because I have to go 100% careful with money from now on. I'm totally freaked out about money. I don't feel safe in my apartment anymore because my family's threatening to kick me out. Last night, as the saga continues, I won't repeat everything, but I forgot to say that yesterday, because for a period of maybe 24 hours, I think less than 24 hours, I was sending my mom texts over and over again, like, you should die, just die, so that I can get her house money, because my brothers are fucking bothering me again about how they need me to buy the house off them or else they're going to sell it to somebody else and then I can use the money to live in a van, and it's like, Jesus. So, and they don't seem to understand that I could buy it, but I guess they don't want to wait that long. They need to do it now because even though they get $36,000 oil royalties extra, they can't pay their, and they don't have any kids or hobbies or anything. They still can't pay for their house mortgage with their full-time jobs. So, yeah, I was sending those, and so they were gonna play hardball with me because I remember. See, the last time I talked to my mom, she totally disgusted me and made me feel like I didn't want to talk to her again. So I wasn't talking to her for a few days before I got that letter from my brothers, but because she said 4 things that totally pissed me off. I was over at her house trying to hang out with her, and then she said something along the lines of, she was like a little girl. She turned into like a 3-year-old and started like laughing at me and being like, haha, you can't do anything. You can't even take care of yourself. You can't even do the taxes yourself. Haha, you're not even going to be able to do that. You're such a loser. You can't even take care of yourself. Because because the taxes were ready last week or 2 weeks ago. Because the accountant took that long to finally get them ready. And then instead of doing the taxes, like the day that the accountant gave them to me 6 months late, I wasn't in the mood to do them, so I was just gonna wait a week. And then my mom, she likes to, because she was saying she takes care of me, because she takes care of me and does everything for me, like liaisoning with the accountant and stuff. And yeah, but I didn't respond to that. I was like, whatever. That's rude as hell, but whatever. And then she goes, if you made money, your brothers would respect you. And that made me really mad. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to repeat that on YouTube. So then she said the third thing that made me really mad. She said, if you do that, you'll regret it. As in, she'll do something. Okay, you'll do something, huh? Okay. And then on the drive back, she said that I have too much fun with OCD, with that damn web thing, while everybody else has to work. Shame on you. So those 4 things, I was just like, damn, dude, because that was just out of the blue. I was trying to talk to her. I went over there because I thought she wanted me to help garden. I was going to garden and then organize her house. And then also I try to maybe tell her about my ideas. And that's what it devolved into. So then I was sending her those texts for about 24 hours. And then yesterday she sent 3 cops over to my house to tell me that I'm not allowed to say, I hope she dies. Because I think in one of the texts I said, I'm going to get a gun and I'm going to shoot you guys. Because I was so fucking pissed. Oh, and I said I wanted to smother her. I said I would enjoy smothering her with a fucking pillow. I was like so fucking pissed off. So anyway, so she sent the 3 cops over there who were like lecturing me for like 20 minutes yesterday. And asking me all kinds of questions. And like having me show my hands and stuff. And then... because I'm doing these YouTube videos, my family's going to pull out all stops. So then today I got restraining orders. What fun. Yay. 1 from my mother and 1 from my brother. So what does the one from my mother say? This is what restraining orders look like. And when I got this thing about the restraining order and when the cops came over, I was like, oh, well, thank you very much. This means this makes it much easier on my conscience to not hang out with you. You know what I mean? It makes it way easier. It's like, now it's your decision and not mine. I'm the one who's fired, not you. Okay, that works. So here we go. So the most recent incident. Okay, she goes, frequent and ongoing text messages of a threatening nature. I want you to die now. I would enjoy snuffing you out with a pillow. You could kill yourself with morphine, and then I could get the money to buy off the psychos, which my brothers are. They're total psychos. When he suggested this, cause I should kill myself. And then several past. Oh yeah, and are there any other instances? Several past instances. With siblings at holiday gathering calling me demeaning names and getting defensive when his brothers call him out on using descriptions of me such as asshole, stupid bitch, worthless piece of shit, which is not true at all. She's referring to the thing that I told about yesterday. I told the story yesterday where I was, my brothers were refusing to talk to me. They were upstairs and saw on Christmas, and I was just hanging out on the Christmas table, kind of waiting for people to hang out. My brother Wyndham ran upstairs because he was sitting off in the corner like this, and I sat down on a chair next to him to try to talk to him, and I picked up clothing on top of the chair and dumped it on and started yelling at me because I'm disrespectful to my mother because I put the clothes on the floor. And I said, no, I need to sit down. And that's when he got mad at me because I was supposedly yelling at him. That's when he ran upstairs. And then I'm sitting there all alone, so I said, boop, because I was going to go boop, doop, boop. Sometimes I sing when I'm bored because they're upstairs just hiding from me. And so I said, shut the fuck up. Oh, yeah, I said, boop. So my mom ran at me, shut up, you're not allowed to sing, shut up. So I said, shut the fuck up. And that's when my brother came down and said, don't yell at my mother. So all I said was, shut the fuck up. I didn't say, you are this piece of shit or stupid bitch. That's what I said, or asshole. That's what I said in the texts yesterday. She's getting it mixed up. So anyways, that's what it's called. So then I guess what the cop said to me today, I had 3 cops visit me yesterday and a cop today. I love this, because let me tell you what I'm going to do. He said, yeah, on the 30th, you have to go in there. We talked to the judge, and they decide if they're going to make it permanent. And I'm like, oh, permanent, huh? Okay. Yeah, let's have the brother turn it permanent. Then I have a reason to not hang out with him. And maybe mother will make it permanent. I will have a reason to hang out with her. So let me tell you what this means. When I play ball with people who don't want me to do anything, they want to tie my hands behind my back because they're not creative, and if they're not creative, I'm not allowed to be creative too. Like, they're the exact kind of people who would make it illegal to express yourself, you know? They would vote against the First Amendment because it's more convenient to them. So, oh shit, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh no, I was in the middle of something. Oh no, my mind. God damn it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. See, my mind still isn't together yet. My mind still is kind of foggy from whatever this was that I had. My mom has West Nile virus. So I don't know if that's what I have. I haven't seen her for like a week, but anyway, they don't want me to, people don't, oh, I was in the middle of something. It's gone. So anyways, and usually when I have a brain fart like that, I have to completely reset. Like, I don't remember what I was talking about even before that, or even before that, or before that, or before that. Like, it's a complete brain fart. Oh yeah, now I remember. And then I reboot. Yeah, because they're not creative and they don't do anything. I'm not allowed to do anything either, right? That's why they don't want me to have a website. They can't have me have a YouTube video. My brother Wyndham needed me to take his name off of all my YouTube videos for the bike racers because I just labeled who was in the video. He had to have me take his name off of that because they're private. My mother will never allow me to film her because she's private. I put my video of myself getting interviewed when I was 12 by a palm reader on YouTube, and she made me private it because I told her, I mean, it's just nuts. And so I'll never have a video of her ever or a recording because she won't let me because she's a private. And I think when she said she is ashamed of her voice and everything, and so they're just so anyway, I have to be like that too. So I mentioned to my mom, hey, I want to do OnlyFans. She's like, never, not to do that either. I guess because she has people who judge her, and if they judge her, then the judgment will pass me, and then make the judgment worse upon her, and then she's ashamed of herself, and I don't know how the politics of these people work. So then you just I'm going to separate, because now that I'm separated from the little Mrs. Judgment, and don't film me, like, you're a bad person, all of your mental illnesses, I don't have any mental illnesses, okay? That's another thing that she does in the text I said yesterday. All of my mental illness. Okay, I'm done with you. Stop it. You can go and talk other people with their mental illnesses. So she said, yeah, no OnlyFans, not even clothed. I was like, okay, well, I'll do fully clothed OnlyFans. No, because that's in that world, not there. And so anyways, I think I'm going to do an OnlyFans. Only I'll do like I'll get naked. I'll do naked OnlyFans. And like promote myself on my YouTube videos and on my website, and maybe I'll do even more YouTube videos, because after I run out of this weed, I have to switch things up, because my family is probably going to sue me to have to pay more rent, because they're trying to get me kicked out on the streets. And my mom might, I don't know, try to get me mandatory like psychology sessions, which was then going to bite into my website and my own personal time. So I need to buckle up. So I'm not going to buy any more weed, because that's going to save a lot. I've been spending $300 a month or something on weed, like way too much. I got $97 a weed, and 4 days later or something, 4 or 5 days later, I had to get more. Yesterday I got 15. I'm going to be done. So yeah, I spend like 15, 10, if I get big bulk, 15, even big bulk, 10, $15 a day on weed. And so that'll save a lot. Also my health, my lungs. But see, if I'm not on weed, my personality completely changes 180 degrees. All of a sudden, I'm not nearly as focused on my website. I'm not nearly as desperate on my website, and kind of like going full force, like a horse with its blinders on with a website, like looking at the speedometer and the odometer and being like, okay, look what we can do today. Boom, we got it. And then another day, boom, where you wake up and like you work until you pass out. As soon as you wake up, you work until you pass out. As soon as you wake up, you work until you pass out. And all day long, it's like a horse, a stage rider going across America in the Pony Express or something. And like or somebody training to be an athlete. And you make so much progress that way. You can nothing is impossible at that point, like literally. I can order up anything, and I go into the state in a month, whatever, boom, you get it done. It's just like that. But the problem is I can't do other things, And so if I'm sober, I can keep up on working out, because OnlyFans will make me work out. I'm totally out of shape right now in terms of strength and fitness, because as I was walking around yesterday, my back was totally sore, and my feet were hurting me, and it was bad. But I weighed myself today, and I'm only 178.8 pounds. I'm 179 pounds, I guess, under 180. So because over the last month I haven't been eating much, which made me sick. But I lost weight. I lost fat, and so I'm kind of, I guess, in a and if I'm not smoking weed, I'm also a lot more disciplined with the food. I won't eat more expensive food. I won't drink energy drinks, because those are $3. The ones with the niacin in them, the C4. And I could like cook my own food, and I wouldn't spend as much money on food, and so I can save money in these different ways, and then work out like 3 hours a day. And I come up with an idea of working out, which is I have my outfit, which is painted like with rainbows. I have the greaves and the greave for the forearm, and the helmet, and it's all painted rainbow. So I call myself the Rainbow Warrior, who can travel back in time like ancient Greece and Rome and stuff. And so I can, I don't know, and I can pretend that I live out in the woods by myself with a green screen and just work out all the time with my shirt off. Maybe I'll start with my shorts on. I think I actually will start with my shorts on, because I want to be able to gauge, how much money I make. Now, I'm like, I have less than 100 subscribers, and each one of my videos normally gets less than 20 hits or whatever. And my website pretty much is invisible. Like only like one person goes to my website a day. So it's not like I'll make any money on OnlyFans, But if I like go around and I have a reason to promote myself because I have the website, so I can promote myself on different websites, forums, or groups, or Reddit pages, or whatever. And I could be like, "Yo, check out my OnlyFans. You like dick?" Like once I get like desperate and I need to make money, I can be like, "I'm working out naked," and so my thing can be that well, because I have a nice big dick and I have dangling balls and stuff, so I can do all that stuff. But um, I can gauge my progress. You know, like back in the beginning of YouTube, I had a bunch of YouTube videos called Kyle's Gym, and it's on my main channel where I was working out and I was gauging my progress. And then because you write out, it's on my website, you write out like your best for all the different ones, and then you try to get to the record. And I can go back to there. I can like film myself, sort of like with the records with the different things. But I can gauge myself. Like here's what I look like, and do the same exact pose in front of the same lighting, and I have lighting in there too. And see, this is why I want to start doing this stuff in my room because I may be a lot less secure in this apartment than I realize. Like, I could get kicked out of here. Like, my family could outnumber me and they could get me committed, you know, or get me to end up having to pay so much I can't take care of it. And so I want to live here because, like, with my car, I got a car a few months ago and I didn't even get to use it, you know? So, like, you never know. So I think I'm just going to this house is perfectly set up. I have a studio. I have green screens. I have a gym in my room. I have video cameras, and so if I do have a chance to make money working out and stuff, then you know, and working out, this is the place to do it, and this is all the setup. That's part of what pissed me off about my brothers. It's like, don't you realize I spent all the money? That's why I'm so broke, because I spent all the money setting up my apartment because I consider it my house, like forever. And they're like, no. Now you're gonna have to leave. So anyway, so yeah, as soon as as soon as I get the essential things done, I have to pack up my roommate's stuff. He didn't even take his bike away, and put it in the storage, and try to see if we can contact him and get him pick it up whenever he can. I think I have room in the storage for it, but clean up my whole room, you know, and then I have to do TurboTax. I have to pay my taxes with TurboTax, which shouldn't be too hard. And then all the other things I have to get caught up on. I don't have money for the dentist or anything, but yeah, clean up and then get a roommate. I have to put all the ads up everywhere for a roommate. The last time I tried to get a roommate on Boulder Housing Collective, which is a Facebook page, my ad kept getting deleted. Like somebody has on there has a problem with me, and my ad wasn't even there. It was deleted. I ended up renting my room though through another page called Boulder. Oh man, I can't remember. But see, I'm gonna put my ad up on all these that other one or whatever, and all these different pages, and I think I'll get a room. Luckily, it's the beginning of the students are coming back. So there's a whole lot of crunch for room, and I want to try to get like a permanent, like I guess a younger person who's grew up here and just moved out or whatever. That was the last roommate I was gonna get. Actually, not this guy, the guy before that. This guy who was just moving out of his mom's house, and he was an Uber driver, and that would have been good. But I ended up getting this other guy who was only here a month and then moved out because he wanted a cheaper place in Denver. So yeah, that's what I'm up to. I have another idea for a business. I want to write like a UFC person. I think I'm gonna write Felice Herrig. So get this. Okay, so I made a YouTube video a couple years ago titled "Kyle Pounds is the Godfather of MMA," because I came up with this thing called the fight suit. Now people already have like fight suits when they do the MMA with each other, but all it is padding. And what you could do is create a suit that covers your entire body, but not that just one person has a different amount of padding on them. Like one person's padded and the other isn't, because what you're doing is you're actually having points. Like one thing about me is that everything has to be gauged and metered and measured. That's the highest level of development of things, is when you're metering and measuring things. That's why if you look at my website, everything is like um, gathered around like metrics for knowledge and things for the biweekly history test or the book reviews or the my timeline, but also with like the bike racer levels, and then I have levels for rowing, running, lifting weights, MMA. So I have MMA too, and so I have this dummy here, the Bob dummy, and on the back of the Bob dummy is glued a force meter, and so you can punch him 60 times, and it tells you how many times you punched him. It was only $50. It's made by the UFC. You can punch him 50 times, and it will record all 50 of those times and exactly how hard you're punching it. And so you could make a suit like that. And so you make a suit where it covers up your entire like head and face and everything, so you could get punched anywhere and it doesn't hurt you at all. You basically have like a stormtrooper, and your body and everything. And so what you do is you have the two people, they fight each other with their suits on, and neither of them get hurt. And maybe you would have them fight for a certain period of time, three rounds or whatever. And so whatever happens between them fighting each other is mimicked by the suit. And so you would look at the suit, and the suit would say who won the fight. And so, like when you have they have to have judges to see who is battered the most when you have two people of the same level. But if you have somebody who actually gets choked out or has something broken, the suit will detect that. So like this whole area here on the suit would have like, so the whole suit is made out of, it's the plastic, the stuff that covers you and protects you, and the padding and everything, like light and comfortable and stuff, with like lots of holes and stuff. But it also has on the very end of it, it has a compound that changes color. And I haven't done the chemistry research. I would do that later. But it has a compound. It's like a thin layer of some kind of mixture of compound that when you punch it at different force, it just makes like a permanent color. And so if you have to punch the thing a bunch of times, it makes more and more color. And so you have to punch somebody, and so when you have a fight, and say both of the people tie, all you do is you look at the suits of both suit, and whichever suit has the most of the bruises from the punching on it, in the most soft areas, like around your kidney or your heart or your throat or whatever. It would judge all that, and then it comes up with a tally of who's hurt most. So the way that it would judge it is, you get a phone, you get the app, it's called the Fight Suit app, and you shine the phone for a certain period of time on certain areas of the suit, okay? So you're done with the fight, and then you have the person stand here, and you hold up the phone, and you go here to the chest area, and it goes bing, okay? And then you do stomach, bing, and then you do left arm, right arm, left leg, right leg, left foot, right calf, left upper back, lower back. So maybe you do like 10 photos, right? Face, back of the head. So you just hold it until it goes ding. You just have the person, and the people do it to each other, right? Ding, ding, tick, 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 tick. Takes maybe 10 seconds, right? And then the computer does the tally, and it looks at all the different parameters, and with the sensors on the phone, it looks at it and it detects how much discoloration there is on the thing based on the location in its area on the person's body, on the person's suit. And then, because it's been programmed, it pre-programmed you. It tells you where you were hurt, where, and what would happen in real life, and then it gives you an overall damage. You know, like in the little video game. And then the other suit would do the same thing. And whichever suit has the higher damage rate, and then the suits with the app, because you put them both, you do both of them, it communicates with each other, and it says, okay, so this person won, this person lost, this person, and then you could do a little prediction. This person would have being damaged like that. This person would have lasted 2 more minutes in the fight. This person would have won here. And then it can do the same thing with arm bars, because the suit, you would have to like do a certain amount of stretching discoloration on a thing here, you know, on a part of the suit here, and so it would just look at that. Or with choking out, if you can do a certain amount of discoloration around here. And so all you have to do, and so then you peel off, they're all connected with Velcro. You then peel off all the different pieces, and you so then it would somehow, because I haven't studied the chemistry, but it would somehow return to normal after 24 hours. Like maybe you would all bake them. You would bake it in the oven, and the oven would cook the compound back to normal. Or maybe just with time, I don't know, overnight. And so when you buy the suit, and see, this is designed to be able to use over and over again. Because once you take it out of the oven, you just Velcro it back on, you know, the face and the body, and you're good to go. And you can do it an infinite number of times. So it's a business that wouldn't piss people off. It was a business, you get a patent and everything, and it's a business that has a good reputation and of a high value, because you buy it just one time and you can use it over and over and over again, because this compound can get reset to its actual number. And so then the people who have the business would make money, because maybe the whole system costs like $500 or something. They would make money because it's such a popular thing, because it's such value, that you actually turn it into a movement to make MMA for regular people a regular everyday sport. And so trying to get everybody, all the normal people, to buy it makes you money, even though they only buy it once. And then you would make money from, maybe you would have tournaments, and you could have the app, have people pay a monthly stipend. I just came up with this now, but you have the people pay a monthly stipend on the app to enter themselves in the app to see how good of fighters they are compared to the overall of all the fighters, just based on how much they hit, how hard they hit the other people when they fight, and how based on just the app. I'm looking at the color. And maybe, you know, somehow you can have some kind of social thing, tournaments or something. Like if you fight somebody with the same level as somebody who you're doing the tournament, it does the conversions anyway. But and then you know, maybe it would age out a little bit from getting torn. Maybe it would get torn if from neglect, or the Velcro falling off or whatever. So then people would buy more for that, but not because it's built wrong. And I think that would be the best design. It's better than, like, I was thinking of like like an electronics based thing, you know, like your suit is electronic and you hit it and the light comes on. But the problem with that is that that's not going to last, because you're hitting, like, this stuff is getting just like abused every day. And an electronic thing like that would break eventually. So if you can make it more tough and organic, by just putting these pads, and see, the pads that get discolored double as protective pads, because they're really they're kind of like hard, you know. They're like the compound itself is hard, so it acts as like as a shield. So it doesn't have to be really thick with all these different layers, plastic, and then your discoloration. No, it's just you know, the nice soft silk that goes on you, and then you can wash them. But the silk part that goes on you, and then the discoloration part that you stick on top of that. And yeah, and then the app, you would have the app designed by an actual MMA person who's had lots of fights. And and all the discoloration. And it doesn't seem like it would be that difficult of a thing to design the app. It's just because all it does is detect how much color of what color is in all the different fields, right? I mean, how hard of an app could that be to design? So it's really the idea. And also the physicality. If you can figure out what compound to do, that would then you could throw in the oven and then bake it to normal and then put it back on, and then it gets hit and colored. There has to be a compound like that too. So if you can do that, you can take it to the next level, and you can actually maybe sponsor, make more money like that way, selling it to little kids and selling it to everybody, all the different ages and sizes, of people. So you have the different models for the sizes, but you have people fight each other like at school kids, and that would make it so people of different categories could fight. You don't have to, it doesn't have to have the same person at the same. I mean, it works great with the same people because then you do the scanning, and the scanning tells you even if one person's barely enough, it says it over, and you have to follow the scan. So there's no judge, So it's something. It's like science. It's all something you can't argue. But also people of different levels, because if they fight, the other person can't get hurt because they have all of that protection on them. So if somebody's like far and away, like a father is fighting his like daughter or something, he can punch her one time and then punch her 2 times, 3 times, 4, and you do the thing and it'd be like, yeah, after the first punch she was dead. And if you hadn't have done the first one, the second one would have done it too. You know what I mean? But the girl wasn't hurt at all because she has the suit on. And so then you could do it. You could increase the level of knowledge with fight levels, and you could know you could then scientifically add, correspondence between a belt and body weight, physicality and limbarity, strength and limbarity, physicality and years fighting, or between sexes, between ages, between races, work professions, and then people of different levels could go against each other. So you could turn it into this world culture, because I'm picturing Rome. I want people to rebuild Rome, and then when you go to Rome, they have all of these little they're called exedra. They're these little half moons and all over the place. They had 30 of them, and you can download it off of YouTube off of my website right now on Google Earth. 30 of them in one of the bows of Caracalla. And so because they're always having if you want to do a tour, if you want to do a class, you want to do a YouTube video. So you got YouTube people, you go, oh, if you want to find so and so, you can find them at this Excedra, and they'll just hang out at the Excedra the whole day, just talking to whoever walks by. And so it's bring the digital world to real life by going to Rome, because Rome is rebuilt just like it was in the heyday in ancient Rome. And so there's no cars, and it's all the buildings that they were. And then so you could have people. So fight suit is one of the things that it replaces the gladiator. You have all these different people doing fights, and all different etc. And then they can graduate up to the Colosseum. And so, anyways, that's my idea. So, obviously that's the 20th most important thing that I'm doing, but I just thought it was a cool thing, and because it's so cool, I wanted to at least I wanted to see what people thought about that. And that's basically what I explained in my video. Kyle Pounds is the godfather of MMA. I didn't get any comments, but yeah, I think I might do that. So anyways, that's part of what I want to do with my exercise routine. I'm going to lift weights while I still have my apartment. And also, because to try to make money. I'm going to promote to the homosexual men, because homosexual men like me, and if I promote to them, I think YouTube, because I'm heterosexual, I like girls, but I think maybe a year ago or 2 years ago may have been the heyday for OnlyFans, but maybe it was the heyday for OnlyFans women, but maybe there's still a little bit to be had. OnlyFans men too. And I'm 178 pounds, and once I work out, I don't have the worst body. I have a pretty good body. And so, and because it also kind of connotates a level of the kind of desperation for money, especially if I do it. And so maybe people just out of pity would give me some money, and then that would help me get ahead. And then I'm also going to advertise on all of the different money money donation sites, you know, like Patreon and all the other ones. I did one a couple of months ago, and my mom gave away $16,000, and I got $10 from one guy, and I haven't checked there again. But I don't really want to kind of promote it for advertisers like on my site yet, because it's just not at that level, you know. I have so much more work to do, and then I can write. But if I'm sober, maybe I'll be able to write on it more. So, anyways, that's what I'm up to. That's what I've been thinking. I turned off the air conditioner. All my windows are shut off, and I turned off the air conditioners to do this video. So I'm starting to get hot again. And so I think I'm going to smoke the rest of my weed and just go back to trying to hook up my house all over 100% again. And maybe get done with by tonight, maybe not. But as soon as I'm done with the house, then I can do TurboTax, take photos for the roommate, and put the ads up for the roommate. And if I could get a roommate, oh my God, would that be which I will, but boy, will that be a relief, because I'm pretty sure, and I only have like a week, that they're gonna probably get away with it. My brothers are gonna straight up rob the money, $1,200 off of me before they even give me my stipend of the oil royalties. And it's not going to be enough for me to pay off my credit cards, and I'm going to have to get a job unless I'm doing this. I think that's what the end goal. And apparently the end goal is just to kick me out of my apartment. So, anyway, or at least to have zero regard. So, I think that's what my plan is. And it'll be easier for me, you know, since I'm not hanging out with them. I get that extra time. I was thinking because I usually was giving my mom 2 hours a day. So I was thinking of giving myself and the exercising at least 2 hours a day, 2 to 3 hours a day. And if I'm working out, lifting weights 2 hours a day, and I'm stone cold sober the whole time, I'll get pretty physically fit. And I have a really good room with a studio with lighting, and I might, and if I promote, at least I'll get fit, and maybe I'll make a couple bucks here and there to help me with the extra rent these guys are going to do me, and get back in shape. Yeah, maybe that'd be cool. And I guess that's enough for that right now. Oh, Paula will like it. She actually researched a little for me. I should research myself on OnlyFans, and I don't think she could find any male who got his dick out. I think the dudes are still afraid to do that. So I'm gonna research that today. I'm gonna look at other dudes and see what they're doing. But I don't know. It might still be a golden time for that for me. But also for the working out, I'm going to film my progress as I get better. You know, I'll be posing the same position every day, and it'll be interesting to watch. You know, the progress of somebody, I think. Alrighty, I will talk to you tomorrow.